And let me start with a small little exercise. It's not an exercise, it is a magic. Okay. Hold your hands like this. Hold your hands like this. Okay. And bring it closer to each other. Okay. And the pointer fingers should be like this. The pointer fingers should be like this. Okay. Don't do anything. Just look at the fingers and see the magic. Okay. Just look at the fingers and see the magic. Okay. You will see
they come together.
They will be touching each other. You can do it with any finger, even if you middle finger also, they will touch each other. Okay. This is a real magic. This is something related to the law of attraction. Okay. Good thing attracts good, and bad things attracts bad. Okay. So whenever we go to films, let's try to attract the good things. Okay. First of all, let us enjoy what can be enjoyed, and then simultaneously see what the film can offer. If you go with a negative attitude, as for the Janith saying yesterday, we may end up with negative feelings only. We'll come out of the theater with negative feelings only. Okay. All the films are good films. Exactly like going for shopping. I go for shopping. I don't buy everything. Okay. I buy only what I want, what I need. So also, just a while ago, Father Benny said, making a film is a Herculean task. It's a huge task. Lots and lots of people put their hard labor and energy, etc. So it's a work of many thousands of hundreds of people. So let us respect them. Let's go to the theater, enjoy what the film can give us. It doesn't mean that we should attract the negative thing, the unwanted, the useless, the meaningless stuff. Okay, we will discard all of them, but whatever is useful, meaningful, beneficial, we must get that. Okay. This talks about this, the simple exercise talks about that. Okay. Coming to the film language session today, I was impressed by Father Richard yesterday. Father Richard said, his response to Father Janith, Father Janith, I was thinking the film appreciation is a complicated matter. Okay. But you explained it in a simple way. Now I know how simple it is. So also, I tell you today, film language is a very, very simple affair, very simple thing. Okay, provided we put a little bit of interest and a little bit of desire to learn, we can learn a lot. Okay, and going back to Father Janith's point yesterday, if you pay 100 rupees, you must get 100 rupees profit. Okay, you must get value of 100 rupees. Recently, I think 2 weeks back, I was one of the jury invited by Iranian film festival, and we were watching 11 films. Okay, the other juries were one from France, another one from Iran itself. We were 3-member jury. We watched 11 films. Okay, and the 2 films really touched me. Okay, one film for which we gave the award was The Dogs Did Not Sleep Last Night. Okay, very, very meaningful title of the film. The film runs for about 90 minutes, divided into 3 parts. The first part, it's a Afghanistan rural area. A helicopter crashes, and out of 5 soldiers, all the 4 die on the spot. There's one lady soldier, she's still alive, but completely wounded. Okay. Then the shepherdess, one young shepherdess, looks at her, drags her to the house, and calls the local doctor, and somehow she saves her. The situation. She is an American soldier. It's Afghanistan. The situation of Taliban. Okay, it's a fearful situation, and she was tensed. Her mother was tensed, and the doctor was tensed. But nevertheless, they all saved that particular lady. That's part 1. Okay. After that, the director does not say anything. The second part is all about a young boy who tries to live inside a tank that was left by American soldier. He is a bird catcher. He sells the bird and buys CDs and posters, etc. And he feels happy about that. That's the second part. And the third part is about a widow teacher who was widowed. Her husband was killed, and she's a widow. and the local school was burned down. Okay, because of that, she used to take sessions in a courtyard. Okay, but she worries about the death of the husband, and she's worried about the burnt school, etc. With a lot of pain, misery, she's living. And that in that situation, the local counselor, a transferred counselor, comes and promises that particular villages, I'm going to build a school. Okay, and then she meets him, and inside the room, she sees her, and he also looks at her. Suddenly, she takes a gun and tries to shoot him. Okay, you were the reason for my husband's death 25 years ago. Now I am a widow. Okay, I'm going to shoot you. You cannot be pardoned. Okay, because you killed my husband. My life is gone. And there's a blank screen. Okay, for about 30 seconds. Okay, and after that, everything became normal. That's the conclusion of the whole film, and we gave the award. Why I share this? Because even now the images, the shots, the sequences, you can put the entire dialogue into 3 pages, 3 to 4 pages only, 3 to 4 A4 pages. That's all. Otherwise it's full of visuals, meaningful visuals, symbolic visuals, full of actions, and the feelings on the face, and the music, the whole thing was done in such a way. Even now, right now, I'm sharing that story with you because that film has influenced me so profoundly. Okay, thanks to the little bit of language I learned about film language. Because I learned the film language, I was able to take part in the screening with lots of emotions. Like Maria said this morning, feeling, I was able to emotionally involve myself with the film, that was shown on the screen. The second short show, the second film I need to surely mention here is I Never Cry. Okay, the girl's name is Ola, 17 years old girl. She's a Polish girl. And from Poland, she had to travel to Ireland to bring the body of her father back. Her father was a migrant laborer working in Ireland. He dies while working, in a construction site. She's interested in the promise of her father because her father promised her to buy a car for her. Okay, so she goes to Ireland not mainly to bring the father's body back, but to find out whether her father saved any money for her to buy the car. Okay, but there she confronts lots of bureaucrats, officials, who ill treats her. Who say, no, your father never saved any money, we can't give any money to your father, he died on the spot, there's no insurance, etc. She was irritated, but finally, it's very expensive affair to bring the body back. Okay, they say, huge amount of money for about $20,000. Where she can go with that money? But somehow she pleads some people, gets little bit of money. She burns the body, in a particular place. So the ashes were put in a small box, and she brings the box back. Okay, here is a real important situation. Okay. In the church, the small tin is kept, the ashes of the father, okay? And the parish priest is asking her that during the sermon, do you want me to say anything about your father? She says nothing, okay? Then after a few seconds, she turns back to father and tells the father, uh, please tell the audience that my father did his best, okay? That's it. And then she takes the car where the ashes was kept. That car belongs to the government or somebody else. She drives the car. In the car, she cries. Okay. With that scene, the film is over. Once again, the dialogue can be put in for about 6 to 7 pages only. It's full of actions, full of emotions, full of symbols. Okay, silence and music. Amazing. So these two films touched me very deeply. Hardly 15 days ago, when I participated as a jury in the Iranian film festival. Okay. But once again, why I share this, because if we know the film language, we can take part in the film 100%. Okay. I can say I got 150%. I went beyond what the director could tell me. Okay. As Father Janith was telling yesterday, until the film is produced, it belongs to the director. After that, it belongs to the people. It belongs to me. It's up to me to love it, to take whatever I want, etc. Okay. So let me go with the PowerPoint presentation. Okay. And anytime you can pause me and ask me any questions. Are you able to see my PPT? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So film language. Okay. That's a topic I'm going to deal with. Okay. So in general, the elements of film language is divided into two parts, right? One is macro, the other one is micro. Macro is, from the higher point of view. Okay. In an organization, we call apex body, superficial, not superficial, but upper side. Okay. Uh, Under that, we have three things. One is genre, number two, narrative, number three, representation. Okay. On the right hand side, we go into detail, micro level, grassroots level. Okay. We go closer to the film, cinematography, sound, editing, mise-en-scene, and special effects. Okay. So this is how we divide the film language into two parts. On the left hand side, when you come, genre is nothing but the categories of film. Okay, I'll share with you a little more. Okay, narrative means how the director tells a story. Okay, it's all about the story, narration, narrative. Okay, the third one is representation, how the director uses all the actors to represent him. Okay, representation, how characters are represented on the screen. Okay. On the right hand side, cinematography, all about the camera, etc. That sound, editing, mise-en-scene, special effects. I'll come back to it a little later. Let's look at the left hand side first. Okay, you see lots of genre there: action, fantasy, scientific, family. Okay, and animation, mystery, historical, drama, teen comedy, thriller, horror, comedy. All these. Why they talk about genre? Because this has close connection with the film language. Okay, the film language and genre have very good link. Very good. There is very good connection existing between these two. Okay, you will be able to enjoy better if you understand the language of the film. Okay, and language influences the director when he or she makes a film like this. The second one, yesterday we little bit talked about the narrative. Okay, the way the story is told. The very common storytelling scenario is divided into three parts. You see act one, act two, act three. This should be implanted in your mind very strongly, very profoundly as a film appreciation teacher, okay, a facilitator in the future. You look at the action one, beginning, the entire story begins. Then you incite incident, you introduce something, you introduce a trigger, okay, and then the second thought. With that, the climax of act one, the first part ends there. A small climax, okay. Then the second part begins. You see, it is an ascending order. It's going up. It's not remaining horizontal. It's going slowly up, okay. And in the second act number two, there is an obstacle. Okay, in film we say it is a conflict. Okay, so a conflict is introduced. Here we say obstacle. Then after some time, another obstacle again. Maybe the same obstacle is strengthened, conflict is blown up, okay? And then you reach the midpoint, okay? And in the midpoint, you give a twist or turning point, okay? Then again, the obstacle becomes bigger and bigger, okay? Then it ends up as a disaster. Then finally, it is a crisis, okay? For audience, it may be unsolvable, yeah, etc. A huge crisis. The audience would be thinking how to escape from this, how to solve it, how you can bring about peace in this situation, etc. Then the part two ends with the climax over there. Okay. Then everything in descending order only. Okay. The third part, half of the third part is climax of Act 3. Then towards the end, you wrap up the whole thing, okay? And finally, you come to a kind of conclusion. Either you can resolve the entire problem, entire conflict, etc., or leave at one particular level, okay? So that you can find your own answer. Like for example, in the film for which we gave the award, The Dogs Did Not Sleep Last Night, there is no solution. There is no solution. Did the American soldier survive? And where the women shepherdess, the young shepherdess was captured or killed because we hear the gunshot. What happened to her? The director does not tell all these things. Okay, he just ends the film there. The second one, what happens to the boy who was trying to survive inside the tank? What happens to him? At the end, nothing is told. And also, finally, did the widow teacher kill the officer? Okay, what happened after that? Nothing. But still, what we remember here is their heart for peace, reconciliation. Okay, an Afghan young lady trying to save the American soldier. Okay, height of reconciliation, spirit of reconciliation. They all want peace. Okay, the teacher also at the end, the guy, he was asking for forgiveness. He was asking for forgiveness. Please, I am not the one who killed. I was given the order to kill your husband. So don't do anything. The end point, did she forgive him? We don't know. Okay. This is a mystery. This is a mystical experience. Sometimes the director leaves the audience at this particular level. Whatever it may be, there is an end. Okay, so this is more or less called narrative. How the director wants to tell the story. This also has profound influence with film language. Okay, if you know the film language, you will be able to understand the narrative better, in a better way. Okay, and coming to the third point is representation. Okay, representation, like for example, representations of age. Okay, how the teenagers are represented in the film. Okay, watch the extracts and make notes on how the teenage characters are represented. Are they represented as a vagabonds or beggars or uneducated or one who smoke or thieves or rogues? Okay, how they are represented, or responsible persons, future citizens of the future leaders of the country, how they are represented, what technical elements are used. Is a representation stereotypical, okay, or anti-stereotypical? I can give example of Indian films. In Indian films, all the housewives are portrayed as humble, simple, who cannot talk, who are submissive, who are supposed to keep quiet, who are supposed to bow down to their husbands, who can't take part in the decision-making processes, etc. From time immemorial, this is the situation women are portrayed. I'm just giving an example, okay? And see here, there are two images. On the left-hand side, you see one, on the right-hand side, one, okay? And for the left-hand side, the thumbs down, on the right-hand side, thumbs up, okay? Because this is not the way the women, we see the women in normal life situations, okay? So some, maybe for vested interest, maybe people are profit oriented, they want to make money, they want to show women in bad light, maybe they want to attract young people, they compromise on values. They compromise on values, moral values, social values, ethical values, etc. Okay, so film language helps us to get involved in the filmmaking, film viewing. Okay, it makes a film viewing a very, very enriching, enlightening, inspiring experience for us. Okay. Now we come to the right-hand side. Okay, so we have seen three things on the left-hand side at the macro level. Okay, macro level, the elements of visual language, film language. Number one is what is the number one we saw? Number one is genre, the films. Number two, the narrative. Okay. The storytelling, how the director wants to tell the story. And number three, how the characters are represented. Okay. Now coming to the right-hand side. Okay. We begin with the cinematography. Okay. You may write the script in 10 pages, 20 pages, 100 pages, etc. Whatever it may be, on the screen, we see two things. One is visual, number two, audio. All other things are hidden, packed, okay, in the visuals. So the first one is cinematography refers to the visual aspects of a film language, okay? Like exactly like reading a storybook, okay? To read the storybook, again, I quote Father Janith, to read the storybook, we need to understand alphabet, okay? Our language. So also to see the film, we need to learn the film language, and in that, cinematography plays an important role. Camera shots and movements can give us clear indications of emotions, okay? The feelings and emotions, what Maria told this morning, okay? Camera shots and movement can give us clear indications of emotions, motive, and give us clues about what is going to happen in the future. Okay, he may introduce a particular shot. Suddenly, our unconscious mind tells us, "Oh, this is going to happen. Oh, that is going to happen. Oh my God. Oh my God." You know, a lot of you begin to have a lot of apprehensions because of the shots, the symbolic shots, or the shots which the director has decided to show us. Okay, it is important. It is important mainly because to identify the shots as they impact narrative. Okay, so we need to know some of the aspects of cinematography. Okay, and if you go deep down, you have all these shots: extreme long shot and long shot, mid long shot, mid close up, extreme close up. Let me ask you, if you have a paper, white paper, can you have a white paper in your hands? White sheet like this? Wow, Maria has. Oh, many people are having papers, white papers. Very good, very good. Fold it, fold it. Okay, okay. This is open. This is open part. This is the closed part. Okay. Take the closed part. At the center, you write. You draw a rectangle. Okay. You draw a rectangle. So I am drawing. No, not square. Square. Okay. I have drawn a square here. One square here. Okay. This is an open place, and this is a closed place. At the middle of that, I make a square. Okay. Then now what you are supposed to do is tear that particular square. Okay. Tear on the line. Tear on the line. Okay. Okay. So I have done it. Right. I have done it. All right. Okay. Now you open. You open. I have given you a camera. Okay. I have given you an imported camera from Japan. Okay. Mac is here. This is a camera. Okay. Okay. You close your right eye and you see through the left eye and keep it in front of your computer. Okay. 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 If you keep the frame closer to you, you see almost everything. Almost everything. Okay. This is called long shot or extreme long shot. Okay. Extreme long shot means you see lots of things in front of you. Okay. Everything you can see. See, now I can see the window, the door, the computer, everything, the curtain, everything I can see. A lot of things. Okay. And there is one telephone kept inside at the middle of the on my table. Okay. Then I go close to the telephone. I go close to the telephone. Now I see only the telephone. Only the telephone. Okay. This is called close up. Okay. This is called close up. Okay. As you move the camera towards the telephone, there is a movement that is called zoom in. Okay. So as you move the camera towards the subject, it is zoom in. As you travel back, it is zoom out. Okay. This is part of the camera movements. Okay. So if you see everything there, it is a extreme long shot. Okay. And if you see a person from head to bottom, head to foot, that's called long shot. Okay, you know, these shots are universal all over the world. They follow this kind of shots. You can also call them as volume of shot or shot sizes. Okay, this is a film language followed all over the world. Okay, so keep the camera in your hand. I go back to the PPT. Okay, okay. Then I see the person from head to knee, up to the knee. Okay, there is a person standing. You keep your camera from his head to knee. That's called mid-long shot. Okay, that's called mid-long shot. Up to the stomach, up to the belly, up to the waist, it's called medium shot, mid shot. Okay, these are all cutting points, universal cutting points. Okay, then up to the chest, it is called medium close up. Okay, then you see only the face you see, that's called close up. And you see only the nose and mouth, okay, part of the face, that's called extreme close up. Now, sometimes you must have seen only the ear, okay, only the ornament, or only the eye, or only the lips, okay. They are called extreme close up, part of the face, okay. So these are all called shot sizes, okay. Now you see in the picture, from head to foot, that's called extreme long shot. Okay, extreme long, not you know, below the foot a lot of space, above the head a lot of space. That's called extreme long shot. Exactly from head to foot, you call that as long shot. Okay, then up to the waist, sorry, up to the knees, yeah, up to the knees, it's called mid long shot. Up to the belly, it's called mid shot. Then up to the chest, it's called mid close up. Then only the face close up, part of the face, extreme close up. Okay, so as a film teacher, when you look at the picture, you cannot say in future, oh, up to the belly, up to the knee, up to the waist, up to the chest, etc. You know, all these things we must forget. We must call them by, oh, that's a mid shot. Oh, that's a mid close up. Oh, that's a close up shot. Wow. Oh, that's a long shot. You know, you must use this film language. You know, these are all the terms that you must use whenever you see images on the screen. Okay, so if you implant all these terms in your mind, your unconscious mind will store it in your mind will store it in your unconscious mind automatically. After a few days, whenever you see a shot, your unconscious mind will tell you, oh, wow, this is a long shot, or this is a mid shot, or that's a close up. Okay, your unconscious mind will take care of it. But nevertheless, for first few days, you must store it in your mind very profoundly, very strongly. Okay, and one more example I can give you. Look at this. You know, the whole shots can be divided into three parts. One is wide shot, another one is medium shots, the third one is close-ups. Okay, when you look at the long shots, I am giving you three examples. One is extreme long shot. In the extreme long shot, you see the sky finish, you see the road, you see the houses. Okay, you know, up to for about 3 kilometers we can see. Even beyond that, the sky has no limit. Okay, we see lots and lots of elements in that particular frame. Hence, we call that as extreme long shot. Okay, and you come to the just give me a second. There are some people waiting in the waiting. I heard participants are waiting.
Hello, may I ask a question? Hello.
Okay, I've admitted all. Yes. Go ahead.
I heard that I read some documents, and it said when you explain about a wide shot, it's usually use wide shot, not long. You know, like extreme wide shot. You know. Yeah. So which one is more correct? I mean, we used to long shot or wide shot.
See, why we call wide shot? Because there are three types of lenses. Okay, wide angle lens, normal lens, zoom lens. Okay,
Oh
um,
yeah,
wide
focal
angle
length.
lens means the focal length is wide angle lens means in front of you you can see lots and lots of things. Okay, like no wide, the scene can be very wide in front of you. Okay, that is why it's called wide lens and wide shots. The second one is normal, up to set length you can see things. Then the close up ones, we use macro lens or micro lens, etc. So that even to capture a person in detail you must go too close. Okay, so that's the point. Okay, so you see extreme long shot and very long shot and long shot. Long shot is always from head to foot. Very long shot, the person something above the head and below the foot. Okay, see here the person is standing here. She's our star, above the head a lot, above the foot a lot, and here she's a tiny tot there. But we see lots of other things. That's why we call that as extreme long shot. Okay, coming to the middle line. Okay, medium long shot up to the knees. Okay, you see the girl is there from the head up to her knees. That's medium long shot. Then the second one up to the waist. Okay, up to the belly or up to the waist. That's called medium shot. Then next one is up to the chest. Okay, up to the chest. It is called medium close up. And then finally the last one, close up. Chin or from neck to head, that's called close up. Okay, I see the complete face, that's close up. Then big close up, part of the face, the chin is lost, a part of the head is lost, that's called big close up. Then extreme close up, I see only the eye and little of the nose. Okay, so these are all called shot sizes or volume of shots. Okay, we measure the shots like this. As I told you earlier, this is universal. Okay, if you cut the person in any other part, it will look like amputation. They have some theory like rule of third from the Greek theory. This one they may have some scientific base for this, but it looks nice. Okay, when we see these kind of images, they look very nice, they look very pleasant, and that they communicate the point of view. Okay, the real meaning is extreme long shot are meant for establishing the context. Remember the banana theory of Father Jadith yesterday. If it is with the tree, it is context. Okay, if you have a plantain, it is subtext. If you taste the plantain, it is text. Okay, it's almost like this. Okay, context, it gives you the context where it is taking place. Okay, the trees, the mountains, the houses, the road, the whole area, whole village. Okay, so wide shots are meant to give you the context. Okay, and then the medium shots are giving you the specifics. Okay, little more specific. Okay, and then the close-ups for details, a facial expression. Okay, the eye movement, the lip movement, the chin, the facial muscles movement to show the anger, to show the agony. Some directors will show the movement of the facial muscles. Okay, in tight close-up. So each shot has its own meaning. Okay, that's why we call this as a film language. Okay, then come to okay, I have told you about wide angle shot, often establishing shot. Okay, to tell you the context. Then zoom in and zoom out. I gave you the example of zoom in and zoom out. As I go close to the subject, it is zoom in. When I pull back, it is zoom out. Why zoom in is used? From the context, I'm going to the specific. Okay, so context is enough. All the time, if you show the context, the story may not be interesting. I need to show the specific, okay, the feelings, the emotions, okay, and then the angles. Okay, the angles is another important factor. There are three types of angle. Okay, one is called low angle. When the camera is placed below the eye level. Okay, my eyes are here. I keep the camera here below my eye. Okay, then or I look from here to top. There is a fan on the top. I look at the fan from here. Okay, this is called low angle shot. the fan will look like too big. Okay, like when we were children, we were lying on the ground. We were looking people upward. Okay, everybody looked very high, very tough, very big, etc. Okay, that's a kind of feeling. When we were babies, our father, mother, uncle, grandfather, they all looked very big, very high, etc. And we felt a little small. Okay, that's the reason why our parents, used to hold us in their hands and then smile and giggle and make us laugh, etc., to bring back the feeling of equality. Okay, so that is the meaning of low angle shot. The next one is high angle shot. High angle or top angle. High angle or top. The camera is placed above the eye level. I keep the camera here and look down. I look down. There is a flask underneath. I look at the flask. Okay, this is called top angle shot or high angle shot. The meaning is the subject is inferior. Okay, I treat the subject small. Okay, yesterday, for the Janit gave you an assignment of a Satyajit Ray film. Okay, often he uses the poor boy from top angle shot. Okay, and from the point of view of the poor boy, it is a low angle shot. He's a rich boy, rich family, big house, etc. And the other one is low angle. Ray is trying to communicate a point very profoundly, okay, through the shot. He doesn't need to tell us. He doesn't need to put a subtitle. Just through the shot, he's speaking to us. That's film language, okay? The third one is eye angle shot. I keep the camera to the eye level. No, I zoom in, zoom out, eye level. Camera is placed at eye level, sense of equality, okay, sense of equality. I treat the same, I give the dignity, okay? The last one is bird's eye view, far above, helicopter shot, plane shot. I go to the mountain top, I fly high and then take the shot, okay? That's a bird's eye view, the widest lens possible, okay? It can show you everything. Okay, let me give you one small little exercise. I'm going to show you some visuals. You are supposed to tell what angle is that, okay? What is the first one? What angle? You can open up your microphone and tell me. The first one, what angle?
Low angle.
Low angle, 100 marks. The second one?
Mid. Eye angle shot.
Eye level.
Close up, close up.
Eye level.
Eye level.
Okay.
Eye level.
Third one.
High angle.
Low angle.
Okay, the third one is low angle. Okay, low angle. Okay. And the fourth one?
A mid close up.
Low angle.
Talking about angle.
Low angle.
Mid close up. Fourth
Low
one is
angle.
Angle. There are three angles only.
Low angle. Low angle.
a low
Low
angle. Low
Low
angle.
angle and close up. Low
High.
angle and close up.
No. I'm not asking you volume of shot. I'm asking you angle of the shot. What angle is it?
High.
High angle?
Low
top
angle. Low angle.
Low angle shot.
Low angle. Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Low angle shot. Low angle mid close up shot.
Okay. Okay. Mid close up.
Yes.
Mid close up. Mid close up or extreme close up?
Mid extreme close up. Low angle
Part
shot.
of his head is cut. Anyway, with regard to sizes, will come later. Now we'll look at the angles only. What is the fifth one? What angle is that?
High angle.
High angle.
No.
It's low angle.
High angle.
No.
High angle shot.
High
Sir.
High angle. Okay. What is the sixth one? Very easy.
Top angle.
High angle again.
High angle.
Top angle or high angle.
angle. High angle.
And the seventh one,
Low.
Eye level.
high levels. Eighth one,
High.
Eye
high
angle.
level. And the ninth one,
High.
Eye level.
high level. High level or low angle or high angle?
High level. Low angle.
High top angle.
High angle.
Why
He's lying, right? He's lying.
Why we use top angle? Because the high angle looks similar when we pronounce. Okay, so better to use top angle. Okay, I think most of you have picked up the angles. Okay, always remember, you keep the camera when you look from top, it is top angle. from low angle, eye level, when you keep it closer to your eye, at the same axis. Okay. Okay. Then some quick recap. What is the first one? Low angle or high angle?
Low angle.
Low angle, because camera is below the eye level. Okay. Tells the audience that they are adventurous people, they are courageous people, they are waiting to do something great. Okay, that's the kind of feeling they create. And the next one,
Eye level.
Low angle.
Low angle. Low angle.
Low
again
angle.
again
Low
low
angle.
angle. Okay,
Again.
again low angle. Okay, okay. And what is this shot?
Eye level.
Over shoulder. Over shoulder.
Okay, super, super. This shot is called over the shoulder shot. Okay, because in the foreground there are three grounds. Foreground, this is a middle ground, this is a background. Okay, foreground, middle ground, background. Okay, in the foreground you see the shoulder of the person. Okay, so that is the reason why it is called over the shoulder shot. Is as if the camera is kept on the shoulder of the camera person. Okay, over the shoulder shot. This is very, very important shot. You have to keep in mind. And what is this shot? This is called point of
medium.
Okay,
Medium.
Point of view. Point of view.
That's right.
It's called point of view.
You know how this is done. First, the cameraman shows the subject showing it something. Okay. The next shot, he removes the person and takes that particular place. Okay. The camera takes the first place of the particular person. So camera sees the scene behalf of that particular person. Okay. That is the reason why we say this as a point of view shot. Okay. So we have seen two other important shots. One is OSS, over the shoulder shot. Another one is point of view shot. Okay. Then quickly let us look at the movement, shot movement. Very, very simple. Very simple. Okay. You start from here. You keep the camera here. Okay. Then move to the right. Close your right eye and look through the left eye. From left to right, you move. That is called pan left. Okay. The horizontal movements are called panning. Okay. You remember the fanning, no fanning. This is panning. Okay. From left to right, pan right. From right to left, pan left. Okay. Very simple. Very, very, very simple. Okay. Then the camera in a stable position, you move the camera upward. This is called tilt up. Then tilt down. Okay. Very simple. You keep the camera in a stable position or fixed in a tripod. Okay. Pan right, pan left. The third one is tilt up, tilt down. Okay. Then another one is called whip pan. Whip pan. What is whip pan? Okay. You move very fast. You move very, you move the, in many scenes we have seen, quick, some action is seen, quickly you move the camera here, fast pan or whip pan. Another one is called crane shot. Crane shot, you can keep your camera here, keep your camera near the waist, slowly you move here, you go there, go there, go there, go there, then go to the computer, then come here. This is called crane shot. You know the crane, there is an equipment, there is a big bar. On the top of the crane, the cameraman is sitting. Okay, and below that, the crane is being operated. The camera goes through the trees and branches and the leaves, giving a feeling to the audience that he is going through the branches. He is touching the leaves, etc. It can give you a dramatic effect. Okay, fantastic shot, crane shot. Okay, or there's a building and the crane is going up. It will look as if you're moving, yourself moving, from bottom to top or top to bottom. Okay, very, very powerful shot. Okay, that's called crane shot. All these are used to communicate a point of view. This is a language the director uses to communicate his point of view. Okay. So I have given you some important points. I have a few more minutes left. Then tracking shot, tracking. Okay. What is tracking? Very simple. Okay. You know, so far the camera is stable. You are moving the camera. Okay. But now you walk along the camera. Okay. The subject is moving. You walk along the camera. You also move. You also move. Okay. So when the camera itself is moving, that is called tracking. Okay. You know, for example, somebody is walking, you follow the person. You follow the person parallelly. Okay. You know, you also move with the camera. That's called tracking. Then another one is called dollying. The camera goes closer to the person and comes back from the person. That's called dollying. Okay, dollying. Go close and come out. This is called dollying in, dollying out. Okay. Then the last one, the camera is here, and along with the camera, you go down. The camera itself goes down. This is called depression. This is elevation. This is depression. So the first part, camera is fixed in the tripod and only the camera moves here. But in the second part, the camera itself moves. Camera itself moves. Okay. This is called tracking. This is called dollying, and going down, depression, going up, elevation. Okay. So these are all camera movements. Okay. So now I have given you the camera. After the session, you must take it. You must take it and use the camera and then do all these things. Okay. Do all these things and get familiarized with the shot sizes and camera movements, etc. So that everything is registered strongly in your unconscious mind. Next time when you see the film, you think in terms of only the shot sizes. Okay. Fine. Then we go to the next part. That's called focus. Very, very important. You know, because the director uses focusing technique to communicate a point of view. He uses this as a language. Okay. See, in general, our eyes are the camera. Okay. In real life situation, sometimes things may go hazy. Okay. When we cry, the eye drops block our eyes, and everything is hazy. Some kind of confusion, etc. Okay. Maybe the director wants to create that particular effect. Okay. So focus meaning how clear or sharp an image is. Okay. Sharp. In focus means image is sharp. Most of the directors want all the shots to be in sharp focus. Okay. Because they want to show it in the 70 mm screen. Number two, out of focus. Here, the image is blurry. Okay. Image is not clear. That is second one. The third one is soft focus. What is soft focus? Some portion is in focus, some portion is not in focus. Okay. When a character or subject has a soft edges. No. The character is in soft edges. I'll give you an example. The deep focus is the foreground, middle ground, background, everything in sharp focus. Okay. Just after this, I'll give you an exercise. You must tell me what shot it is. Finally, shallow focus. In shallow focus only, one part is in focus, the other part is not in focus. Okay. Very, very simple, damn simple. We can easily remember these points. Okay. Now I'll give you one example. Okay. What is this? Is it in sharp focus?
Soft focus.
Look at the main subject. Yes. What is the main subject? Is the face. And the face, in the face, on the face, the eyes, the nose, the lips, and the wrinkles, everything is in sharp focus. Okay. So we can say the picture is in sharp focus. The main subject is in sharp focus. Okay. What is this one?
Out of focus.
Focused. Because the director wants to tell us that he is confused. You also get confused. Okay. That's the reason. Nothing is clear. All that we know is there is a man, there is a woman. They are holding their hands and walking the other direction. That's all. Where it is happening, what is it happening? Nothing is known. Okay. So this is not in focus. Out of focus, we can say. Okay. Probably director wants to have something in his mind to communicate. And this one, it is already written soft focus. Okay. If you look at the lips, nose, eyes, they are not in sharp focus, but they give a beautiful effect. Okay. It looks as if there is a glow on the face, and the face is beautiful. The eyes are clear. Although they are not in sharp focus, it's clear to us. Okay. This is called soft focus. Okay. And then this is called, the foreground, the middle ground, the background. All the three grounds are in sharp focus. So this is called deep focus. You see the man, the chair is in focus. His shirt is in focus, coat is in focus. This guy in the middle ground, his tie is in focus, pants are in focus, face is in focus, and the door, the frames, the picture, door, they are all in focus. The foreground, middle ground, background, all the three grounds are in focus. That's why we call this as deep focus. Usually, when we use wide angle lens, everything is in focus. Okay. We need to worry about focus only when we use normal lens and telephoto lens. Okay, telephoto lens, the focal length is very less. That's the reason why we need to focus. Okay, in wide angle lens, you don't need to worry about focus. You will get everything automatically in sharp focus. Okay, okay, and what is this? Okay, somebody already said shallow focus. Yeah, the girl, the main subject is in focus, and the person, is not in sharp focus. Okay, this is called shallow focus. Probably the director wants to communicate something very deeply. The director is asking us to take the place of the girl. From the girl's position, you think of the situation. That's the language the director is using to communicate. Okay. Okay, now quickly, the right hand, still we are looking at the right hand side. Give me a few more minutes, I'll wind up. The editing. Editing is nothing but in short, you shoot lots of shots, hundreds of shots, thousands of shots. The bare definition is remove all the bad shots, choose all the good shots. Okay, that's the actual meaning of editing. Okay, remove all the unwanted shots, all the bad shots, or the NG shots, not good shots. Okay, remove all of them, choose only the good shots. Okay, and weave them as a carpet. Okay, so how editing changes the pace of the narrative. Now you are a film appreciation facilitators, you are film teachers. Your focus should be how the editing, how the director has combined all the shots to tell the story. Okay, those shots were shot in different locations and different occasions, etc. But how in the studio he's knitting all of them. He's putting everything together as a beautiful garland. Okay, putting in the plate and giving it to us. What does the editing technique tell us about where the narrative is, where the story is? Here, the editing techniques also is a language. Okay, to tell the story. That is very, very important. So there are many points. I'm just giving you only 3 points. One is shortcut. Simply cut. Take the scissor and cut. I am the playground. Next one, I am in the house. Playground and the house, zoom. They are connected. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. Now I am in the ground. Next one is I am eating. So in the ground and in eating, they are connected. There is a cut. Okay. That's all. Just by cutting and connecting. So this is called straight cut. Straight cut, increases the film speed. Okay. There are some directors who use only cuts because they want to take the film in full speed. Cut, 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 cut. All of a sudden you wonder, oh my God, the film is over. Okay, because the cuts increases the speed of the film. Okay. The second one is fade, exactly like your eyes. You're looking at something, slowly close your eyes, then darkness. This is called fade out. Slowly open your eyes, fade in. Okay, it's as simple as that. So director wants to use this as a language. Okay, so he fades out. That means all I have to say in this situation is over. Now I will take you to somewhere else and then open up, fade in. Okay, So this slightly slows down the film speed, but communicates something else. Okay. So fade in has its own meaning. Okay. Now we will wind up in this situation. I'm going to take you somewhere else. Okay. Then the dissolve, I'm going to take you totally somewhere, mentally and physically. That is the reason why dissolve is used. I still remember because she was using this technique. There is an image, and there is next image comes and hits here, and the second one goes out. This is called dissolve. Okay, very simple. There is an image, second one comes in, and then the first one goes off. This is called dissolve. The director wants you to take you to totally some other place. Okay, so to create some other mood. This is called dissolve. Okay, so these three are commonly used editing points when you align the shots. Okay, this is very, very important. The others are wipe, jump cuts. Okay, later we'll see. Right now may not be needed now. Okay, okay, fine. This is called cuts. Okay, see here, this is one scene, another scene, third scene, fourth scene. Okay, all the four shots are aligned. Okay, aligned. They may be or may not be linked to each other unless you give the link through the sound or dialogue or text or narration, etc. They are called jump cuts. Okay, in between the shots, there is no dissolve, there is no fade in, fade out. Straight away, you go from one shot to the other shot. Okay, and look here, this is called dissolve. Okay, now the person is seeing something. Another shot is superimposed. Okay, superimposed, imposition, super over the other one. Then the face of the person will go off. Only the street will remain. Okay, this is called dissolve. Okay, very simple, very simple. Okay, so okay, then we go to the mise-en-scene. Okay, mise-en-scene is nothing but, let's not get confused. Okay, mise-en-scene is nothing but positioning the characters, objects within the frame. Okay, this was also discussed both by Vikasji and Janit, Father Janit. Positioning of the characters, objects within the frame. You know, the director does lots of homework before going for shooting. Okay, number one, under this lighting. Lighting is a language. You know, when you say camera, we are not talking about celluloid, etc. You are simply registering the light on the face, on the subject, on the object. That's it. Okay. That is the reason why we say cinema is an art of playing with light. Okay, playing with light. You are doing nothing but registering the light on the subject or on the face. That's the reason lighting and coloring becomes a language that the director uses to communicate a point of view. The next one is very powerful language the director uses is facial expressions. The language, the pathos, the feelings, the passion, the crying, the laughing, the wondering, the anger, okay, the tension, the resentment, the joy, the smile, okay, the wonder. They're all facial expressions, okay. And then the body language, how the body, speaks. Then finally, the costume and makeup. When you put all these things, it's part of mise-en-scene. Okay, mise-en-scene is I think it's a French word introduced by Griffith. Okay, one of the pioneer in the field of. I think Vikasji talked about this yesterday. Okay, so let's look at a few things quickly. When you think of lighting, the first part, lighting, there are two: harsh lighting, soft lighting. Okay, harsh lighting is nothing but powerful light is on the face. Now, let me ask you: is it soft lighting or harsh lighting?
Soft.
Are you sure?
Harsh.
Sure. Soft or harsh?
Lighting.
Harsh.
Harsh.
on the girl's face.
Exactly. You see the shadows. The light is straight away on the face of the girl. Okay. The soft lighting is even lighting. Okay. This is color. Okay. First one is lighting. The next example I'll show you a little later. This is harsh lighting. This one is color. Color is also a language. You see the color here on the table. You see the color of the hat. They match with each other. Okay. Also the color of the coat. They are similar to each other. Okay. They are not contrasting colors. They contribute, they enhance the entire experience. So colors play an important role to communicate a message. Okay, so color is also a film language. Then what is this one? Expressions. Okay, look at the expressions on these two people.
Facial.
Yeah, look at the expressions. My goodness, you know, he's showing his expression. Ah, oh, what is that? What's going to happen? Okay, that's the kind of feelings. Okay, look at this. Look at the eyes expression. Okay, so the director wants us to
Something called exclamatory expressions.
Yes, you can have that. You know, the feeling varies from person to person. Okay, someone can say it as a shock. Someone say it as an anger. Someone can say it as a surprise. Okay, it varies from person to person. Okay, you may be correct. Wonder, awe, surprise. Okay, so this is a facial expression. So number one is lighting. Number two, color. Number three, expressions, and also the body language. Okay, look at this. Look at the body language. Okay, he's trying to use his body to communicate the message. This is a language the director is trying to use to communicate a point of view. Okay, so the lighting, the color, and the expressions and the body language, they all are part of film language, elements of film language. The next one is costume. Look at the costume. This is shot from my favorite director, Satyajit Ray. Okay, he's from Bengal. Okay, this is his first film. What is that film? Pater Panchali. Okay, Pater Panchali was the first film. This is a shot from that particular film. Look at the costume. Very simple costume. Very simple costume. Why? Because the character needs only that costume. Okay, costume goes with the character, goes with the context, goes with the script, goes with the narrative, goes with the story. Goes with the feelings, etc. Okay. The ordinary simple half sari the girl is wearing, but communicates lots of points. The poverty, the simplicity, okay, the culture, the background, so many things the costume is communicating. Okay, that's the power of the costume. Okay, costume plays an important role in film language. And the last one is makeup. Makeup also is very, very important. There are some people, the same single actor does 10 different roles, okay, and he spends 10 hours for makeup, okay, to do one character. Okay, so if I am acting like a farmer, I cannot come with the gorgeous makeup, big costumes, etc. I have to become a farmer. There are some directors don't use makeup at all, absolutely no makeup. They want the artist look natural, one with the society, one with the culture, etc. But nevertheless, makeup is important to communicate a particular point of view. Okay. Now we put everything together. The Bisasi put everything together. There are actors, there are colors, there are emotions, there are light. Look at the lighting. Look at the shade here. Look at the light. Look at the positions. Look at the expressions, feelings. Okay, costume, makeup. Okay, the entire scene. We call this as a Misa scene. Okay. Now we go to the lighting part quickly. Lighting part is used to create mood and atmosphere. So light creates the mood, color creates the mood and atmosphere. Okay. Positioning of the light creates different effect. I gave you an example, harsh lighting. Okay, direct on the face. The next one is soft lighting, even lighting. Okay, look at this. This is harsh lighting. Why I call this a harsh lighting? Because there is a shadow on the shoulder. Okay, there is shadow on the shoulder. So the light is kept in front of the face. So this is called harsh lighting, maybe to create some effect. And this one is soft lighting. Okay, soft lighting. The light on the hand, light on the shoulder, light on the face, everything is same. Okay, even lighting, pleasant. It looks pleasant. Okay, so this is called soft lighting. Okay, so it's up to the director to use whether to use soft or harsh. Then comes to the sound, another important language. The world of the film, as we see it on the cinema screen is known as diegetic, diegetic world. Okay, there are two, diegetic or non-diegetic. Okay, there are two terms, diegetic or non-diegetic. Okay, let me tell you what are those diegetic and non-diegetic. Okay, very simple, very simple. Just keep it in your mind. Okay, diegetic means, as Vikasji pointed out yesterday, is a sound that is part of the film. Okay, part of the film, nothing extra, nothing extraordinarily fitted into the film. What we see naturally, what happens as part of the film, the dialogue delivery of the actors, and when the pen is dropped, that particular sound, they're all natural sound. Non-diegetic sound is sound that is not recognized as a part of the film world. It is not a sound captured while shooting. It is added extra later. Voiceover, the commentator keeps the script in front of the microphone in the studio, he reads, okay? And the background music, the music director scores the background music, and that is finally fixed. They're all called non-diegetic, not part of the original short film, okay? The parallel sound is sound which complements the visual. Background music can be part of parallel sound, okay? Maybe there's a dead body kept, and the music director it elevates your, you feel something strange, something unique, you feel as if your relatives have died, etc. Okay, then the next one is contrapuntal sound. What is that? Okay, sound which does not fit with the image but helps to create new meaning. Okay, maybe for example, a girl, a girl who is in agony and pain is sitting, a top angle shot, is sitting, sadness on the face. Okay, at that time the director, totally different music. Frankly speaking, at that time, what music the visual deserves? Soft music, then it goes well. But the music director gives totally different meaning. He literally is preparing the audience to expect something strange. So this is called, contrapuntal sound. Okay. Then the next one is the sound and elements of sound which reveal key aspects of the genre to an audience. Okay, sound is important. Sound and genre. Okay, sound is important in informing us about the time when it is happening. In many films, early in the morning, when there is a flute, all of us know early in the morning. Okay, early in the morning. Sound is important in informing us about the time in which the film is set or the kind of action we expect. Okay, certain types of music have synonymous with particular genres. Okay. Okay, quickly, I'll pass through just 2 minutes, I'll finish. Sound and narrative, sound and story. Voiceovers allow us to see things from a particular character's point of view. Okay, the added voiceovers. Okay. Sound bridges, sound sometimes used as a connector, transition. Okay, there is one scene, another scene, they merge with each other. The scenes are different, but music is same. What is happening here? The music connects both the scene. Although the scenes are different, music is one. The music is connecting both the scenes. Then the music fades out. Okay, so this is how the sound bridges. The audience will think, oh, this is part of the next part of the story, because music is connecting. So music is used as a language, as a connector over here. Okay, some special effects, different kinds of special effects added to a scene. Number one, computer graphics. Okay, and in many films you see lots of computer graphics. You see Titanic, plenty of computer. Jaws, plenty of computer graphics. Okay, they say half of the film is done in the studio for years together, purely from computer graphics. Okay, and the stunts and explosions, they're all special effects. Okay, dishim, going away, throwing people, explosions. Okay, and animations. Okay, cartoon characters, cartoon things, etc. Okay, and finally the performance of the actors. It's a language. The director is using the expressions, the body language, voice, and the way they perform as a language. Okay, the way in which actors play, the facial expressions, body language, voices they perform. They're all elements of film language. Okay, I will send you the PowerPoint. Once again, when you go home, you just go through the PowerPoints. When you get to know this language, you are a full-fledged film appreciation facilitator. Like what Father Janet said, no? When you know the connotation, denotation, context, pretext, and text, you're 99%. You're a film education professional. And now you know, if you know the film language, you are a fantastic film appreciation teacher, film teacher. Okay.